Hey DIYers, Jarrett with Alarm Grid here. Today we're going to talk about what pet immune motion detectors are. Pet immune motion detectors are specific type of motion detectors that are designed to be able to allow you to have in the home whenever you have small pets or small animals roaming around the home. Now, these pet immune motion detectors are going to be able to detect any humans that are walking upright past these motion detectors, but if any small animals or small pets are roaming around, depending on the mounting height and the positioning that you set these motion detectors up, then they will not be able to trigger the alarm if they're just freely moving around the home. So the point of using the pet immune motion detectors is basically for that reason. If you have any small pets or small animals that are roaming around the home freely while you are not there, and it allows you to be able to arm the system even when you have pets, and make sure that your home is secure from any people that are actually breaking in and passing these motion detectors. Now, here at Alarm Grid, we don't really like to say that these are pet immune motion detectors. These are more pet-friendly motion detectors. And the reason why I say this is because, yes, they do work as long as the pets or animals are not getting in front of the motion detector. So, for example, if any objects or any of the animals were to come about 6 feet in front of the motion detector, then it will trigger the alarm. Um, but if they're not anywhere near that and you do have somebody walking upright, then that will trigger the alarm. But as I said, if they're not near the motion detecting sensor, then they will also not trigger the alarm as well. So when you're mounting the pet immune motion sensor, you want to make sure that you're putting it at least 7 feet up from the ground, and you are going to be masking the lens. It's actually looking down towards the ground. So as I said, the mounting position or the mounting height and the positioning is very, very important for these motion detectors to work correctly. So again, it's going to be 7 feet up from the ground, and you're going to be masking that bottom lens. Now, another thing about these motion detectors is that they're not smart enough to be able to determine whether any small animals are triggering the alarm, or even a human is triggering the alarm as well. So as a workaround to this, some companies have come out with pet immune motion sensors that have 2 detection patterns. And what I mean by that is it's going to have 2 beams basically. So there's going to be one beam that's looking close to the ground, and then you're going to have a beam that's looking upright to be able to detect any humans that are walking past that. So these 2 beams are only going to trigger the alarm if they're both being passed at the same time. So if you have like a small animal passing the lower beam and they're not actually passing the upper beam, then it's not going to trigger the alarm. But if anybody were to be walking upright and pass both of them at the same time, then that will immediately trigger the alarm, and you know that somebody is there. Now, an example of one of these motion detecting sensors is the Honeywell 5800 OD. Here, quick correction, it's actually the 5800 PIR OD, but to continue, the motion detecting sensors, when you're looking for those, you want to take a look at what the weight is that they're able to support. So what I mean by that is, like, some motion detecting sensors say that they have pet immunity for animals up to about 40 pounds. Right, so if you have any pets or animals that are about 40 pounds or under, then you should be set to go. They should be able to roam around the home without tripping the motion detecting sensors. But if you have any pets or animals that are above 40 pounds, then more than likely they will be able to trigger that alarm because they're larger than what those motion detecting sensors are rated for. Now, when it comes to these weights, they are really just estimates. They're not really just a simple fact guarantee about the weights. So you do just want to keep that in mind when you're setting these up. Now, if you do need any motion detecting sensors that are rated for any animals or pets that are larger than 40 pounds, there are a couple out there. Some of them can support up to about 80 pounds. So just keep a lookout for those. Now, when it comes to these motion sensors, they're not perfect, right? The mounting height and where you're mounting these is very important when you're setting these up, because when you have any of these set up, looking at furniture, for example, right? We normally don't recommend that you set up these motion detecting sensors watching or overlooking any furniture, because if any pets or animals, let's say a cat or a dog were to jump up on the couch, or jump up on a chair right in front of that motion detecting sensor, and they're pretty close to it, it's going to trigger the alarm more than likely, because the motion detecting sensor sees that the height of what a person would be, and it can also be a little bit too close, and is passing those beams. So you want to keep that in mind when you're setting these up. And that is the quick overview of how a pet immune motion sensor works. If you have any further questions about pet immune motion sensors or alarm systems in general, please contact us at support at alarmgrid.com or go to our website, alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. If you want notifications of future videos, please click the bell icon. This is Jarrett with Alarm Grid. Give yourself a great day.